Alright, the next video I want to go through is the factors that determine how quickly the action potential is propagated. So remember, these things have to occur fairly rapidly. They seem instantaneous, of course they're not. They're on the level of milliseconds. So there's two main factors that determine the speed of an action potential. And the first one is the size of the axon. And what I mean by the size of the axon is the diameter. So the axon contains other elements in it, okay, that tend to hinder the flow of ions through it. And one way to increase the flow of ions, to speed up the flow of ions, is to simply increase the diameter of the axon. So quite simply, the larger size simply makes it less likely that the other elements will interfere with the flow. Okay, so that's one way. We can prevent the elements from interfering with the flow by simply increasing diameter. But the other, more important way is called myelination. Okay? And myelination increases the rate at which the action potential is propagated and is superior to increasing the size. Because imagine, if I kept increasing the size of the axon, what would happen? Well, how would an animal like a human, work? I mean, you just wouldn't have the space. You simply would not have the room to have these really, really large axons. So there's this really unique and interesting way to overcome that, and that's called this process of myelination. And myelin is an electrically insulating material, okay, that wraps around the axon, leaving small spaces called nodes, okay. And the myelin creates a separation of positive and negative charge, okay. And what that does is it decreases capacitance and resistance. So it's just like an electrical wire. Okay, it's like insulating an electrical copper wire that's in your house. And by doing so, you decrease the resistance and the capacitance. And what that does is it allows the ions to simply travel faster through the axon. So another benefit, though, as well as the decrease in resistance and capacitance, is that myelin also prevents the loss of ions from leakage channels. So that's another important thing.